I'm starting out this episode of SWISH out differently. I think it's important that we, as fans of the game, but more importantly, human beings, take a moment to recognize what has happened, where we are at right now, and where we are going. So, what did happen? We recently passed the 1-year mark of the shooting of Jacob Blake in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, I'm not trying to reopen wounds that the Black community has been working through and healing from. However, it's important to note that Jacob Blake's occurrence with police brutality was the reason why most Major League sports stopped during their playoffs to say, what happened? Enough is enough. We got to do something. And don't get me wrong, we know that there are many, many other names leading up to it, such as Sandra Bland, Ahmaud Arbery, George Floyd, Breonna Taylor. The list goes on. Now, although sports will never be able to bring these names back to life or heal the pain suffered by the friends and family closest to them, something different happened this time last year that hasn't happened before. The athletes were heard. The time was up on just having uncomfortable conversations, and real changes were demanded. More accessible voting centers were opened, and a Senate was flipped. The demand for police and criminal justice reform was made, which sparked more body cameras to be installed on officers, which, as of this past spring, applies directly to officers in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Now, we know that change does not happen overnight, and the WNBA have been using their platform since July 9, 2016, when Minnesota Lynx players wore on their t-shirt, "Change starts with us, justice and accountability," in response to Philando Castile's death at the hands of police. And the WNBA has not stayed quiet. They've led the way in social activism before it was cool, before it was trendy, because they knew it was right. So, where are we now? The true test is time for those in power to live up to their promises. And we've seen donations come into the Black community, but it takes more than a paycheck to create and sustain change. It takes continuous support to heal generations of oppression. Everyone has a voice, whether that's social media, the family dinner table, or right here on SWISH. So it's up to you, me, and everyone to use it.